Welcome back to Does My Bank Still Love Me? I'm Norm Newkirk. We have an extra surprise for you, an extra treat. The Mod Doctor has agreed to come back after surgery, and we're going to talk to him about that surgery. Welcome back, the Mod Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. Now, I understand, Mod Doctor, a.k.a. Leeron Liftik of Sound Method Modifications, by the by. The Mod Doctor, please tell me about this latest operation. I understand it was a success.
Norm, it was a close one.
All right.
We were able to get this particular client that I have in mind, true story. Let me think of a good one. Okay, got it. A 2.4% 30-year fixed loan modification after they had originally been offered a 2% but didn't get it back in time to the lender. So the lender did not accept it, and they auto-generated them a 3.5% loan modification, which the borrowers didn't feel was affordable. And then we went back to them a third time, explained the situation, updated the income almost a year later, and still they revisited it and gave them a permanent loan modification at 2.4%. It was very close.
Automatically generated.
Yeah.
I heard that. What does that mean?
Well, what it means is that the lender underwrote the file, offered a result that looked like a 2% loan modification. The clients received it, but they held the loan modification paperwork for 15 days, and it was due back in 7. Oh. And so upon not sending it back in time, they were not aware that the lender didn't accept it. They were making their payments. The lender saw that payments were being made, but yet there was no agreement on file to create integrity around it. So they generated an agreement.
Okay.
That would be the auto-generating.
Auto-generating. In these particular medical situations, these loan modifications, it's important to pay attention to the details, isn't it? Just like any medical situation.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. You've written a book. You've written a book.
Yes.
And I'm going to introduce that book very immodestly, if that's all right with you. It's called Does My Bank Still Love Me? And I can't help but notice that the name of this book, Does My Bank Still Love Me, is actually the name of this program, Does My Bank Still Love Me? I think that's a great coincidence.
Yes, well, you know, I do as well. We had a lot of different ideas for the book, and actually we were formulating this program around the time that we had finished writing the book and were formulating ideas for the title. And for the group of people who are assisting us, at that time, I sent out a communication that said, here's all different types of names I'm thinking of for the show. What do you think? And I included the title of the book, which at that time had not been lamented as the title. It was one of the strong ideas, one of the leading running ideas. Unanimously, the group came back saying, that's the greatest name. We should have that for the show. Does My Bank Still Love Me?
I think it's a wonderful coincidence. Now tell me, why would someone want to buy the book, Does My Bank Still Love Me? Can you give me a couple of good examples?
Yeah, they want relief. They want less stress. They want to experience a peace of mind. And they want to be able to formulate a plan knowing what there is to know.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Some of the ideas in the book. This is a book that helps clarify something that we were talking about in the first segment, the truth. This helps clarify the truth in the situations, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. What are some of the truths that this book clarifies for a distressed homeowner?
Sure. So one of the truths I can think of right away is that the bank is doing it not for your interest. They're doing it because it's the most profitable outcome for their business and for their investors. So that's a huge... for some people, it's a big file to fit in a drawer that doesn't exist, because people in this country specifically come from a world of, and many of the homeowners even more specifically, come from a world of there's universal rules for responsibility, there's universal rules for reciprocity, which there is, but not always in the way you think it should look. For instance, that manifests itself in the following way. I've been a customer of Bank of America. I have 2 checking accounts, a savings account. My kids' college savings plan is with them. I have a mortgage, 3 credit cards, and a boat loan, and my car loans. And I've never in all the 22 years I've been a customer of Bank of America, I've never not only not missed a payment, I've never not paid payments earlier. So I am a stellar customer to Bank of America. That's the thought. And then, because of economic challenges, because of a medical circumstance, because of any one of a number of situations beyond your control, you lose your income stream, and you forecast that your retirement plan, your saving, everything that you're doing is going to be disrupted, or maybe you're concerned that you won't even be able to make your mortgage payment. So you call up Bank of America and you let them know, hey, listen, my name's Leeron Liftik. I'm the mod doctor. I've been a client of yours for 22 years. That's right, since I was 10 years old. And I have 7 accounts with you. And I've always performed in integrity. And I'm valuable to you, Bank of America. And what's going to happen in 2 months is I'm not going to be able to make my mortgage payment. But you've made tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for me over the years that I've gratefully paid for the privilege of borrowing your money. And now what I'm asking is that you help me out. Please just give me a little bit of relief. Let me skip a month payment without having it affect my credit score. Let me give you less than the full payment. Get me a modification and do it like in 30 days or maybe even 60, but do it in a way that I'm familiar with. Like I make an application and then when I call somebody, they can call me back and give me statuses and things like that. And the reality is Bank of America is not set up to care about you in that capacity. So that's one of the realities that we really try to bring to light in this book is understanding what your lender's perspective is so you can speak into that listening, because so many of our clients are trapped in their own listening of their situation, of their suffering, of their woes, of the challenges, which are all legitimate. They're all very real and they're very challenging. But it's really important if you're going to get help from the hand that can help you, that you speak to them in a way that they see it's valuable to help you and that you're not just one of the other tens of thousands of homeowners who are going to be going down the road to foreclosure. You're actually somebody who, if the bank puts resources into you, can provide profit and value to them.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that personal experience. It puts a very human face on the mod doctor, and to know that you have this, I called it bedside manner, but it basically is paperwork side manner
Yes.
in a way. So there's several things I want to mention before you go. Leeron Liftik, the mod doctor, you've written a book, Does My Bank Still Love Me? Excellent book, and he's given you a very excellent reason why you should buy this book if you're a distressed homeowner, if you indeed want the truth, what you need to know as opposed to what you want to know. This has been Does My Bank Still Love Me? The television show. I'm Norman Newkirk.